Welcome to this week's virtual summer camp with Midland Center for the Arts. My name is Lauren and I work in our education department, and I'm excited to lead you guys through some time travel activities this week. We're going to be exploring the history of the United States from early colonization to present day through some really fun hands-on activities, and I hope you guys enjoy it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a Victorian tusky mussy. If you've ever visited our Bradley home over at Heritage Park, you may have heard of these before. They can also be referred to as nosegays. So if you'd like to make your own at home and follow along with this video, you're going to need a square piece of paper. I have scrapbook paper here that works great for this activity, but you can also use construction paper or cardstock if that's what you have at home. I would recommend not using computer paper though, because that paper is very thin and it might not hold your flowers. You're also going to want some paper doilies. I picked these up from the dollar store, a little bit of ribbon, scissors, a hole punch, double-sided tape if you have it. You can also use Scotch tape, that works just as well. This just makes a couple of the steps a little easier. And of course, for a floral bouquet, you're gonna need some flowers. So I picked up some fake flowers from the dollar store because, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm a really poor gardener, and all my flowers in my garden died this year. They did not make it. If you have a garden though, and it's okay with your parents, I would use some fresh blooms for this activity if you can. It would make it a little more authentic. They just smell a lot nicer. And when tusky mussies were invented, their original use was actually to mask the scent of the person wearing them. So back in olden times, not everyone had a shower in their house or a bathtub, and to take a bath was a little bit more strenuous than it is today. They didn't just turn a faucet on and let it fill up. So people didn't bathe as much as we do now, and they needed a little extra help smelling nice. So they wore these little tusky mussies on their clothes or carried them around in little bouquets. And then as time went on, they actually became very popular to give as gifts. So you might give one of these to your friends, or if you were dating someone, you might give them a little bouquet of flowers when you pick them up for your courting date. In Victorian times though, the type of flowers that you put in your tusky mussy were very important. So with your parents' permission, I would go online and look up Victorian flower language, and that would tell you some of the different meanings behind flowers. We do this a little bit today too. If Valentine's Day comes around or somebody's anniversary, they might give their significant other a bouquet of roses to say, "I love you." However, there are certain flowers that mean sorrow or despair or anger. So you have to be really careful if you were a person in Victorian times with the type of flowers that you were giving, because you might send a really weird message to your friends that you don't want to send, depending on what kind of flowers you put in there. It's very interesting, and I encourage you to go look that up. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you are going to fold it hot dog style, like that, or not hot dog style, taco style. So you have a taco. I have already done this, but once you fold it, you unfold it and trim it so you have two pieces. All right. So I have a triangle here. It's patterned on one side and not on the other. If you have a patterned paper like this at home, you're going to want to watch a little closer just to make sure your pattern stays on the outside. If not, you don't have to worry about it. All right, so you're going to want your long edge of your triangle, so this edge right here, facing you. The long edge is going to end up being the tip of your cone. So you're going to take your triangle, you have one end here, and you're going to wrap that in. You're going to want the corner piece to kind of meet up with that top corner. And you have to roll it a little bit to get that feel. So you're going to end up with something looking like this. Okay. So now I know I have to put some tape along this edge here. And the reason why I fold it a little bit in before is so I know exactly where to put that tape. So I'm going to take my double-sided tape and cut off a little strip and just put that on the edge. problem with double-sided tape is sometimes it's hard if you don't have nails to get it apart. There we go. All right. So now that I have the tape on there, I'm gonna roll it again and just press down so it's secure. All right, and now you can see that's secured on its own, and all I have to do is fold this in. So I'm gonna put a little piece of tape along that edge now, and along this edge on the back. So you unfold it, take another piece of your double-sided tape, and put it along that edge. And you're just gonna roll that up like an ice cream cone, almost. All right, just press it down, make sure your sides are secure. So you should have this cone, all right? And then you're gonna take your hole punch, and you are going to punch 2 holes on either side. So you end up like with a hole, I don't know if you can see it, right on the edge there. And then on the other side. Again, if you have a single hole punch at home, that would work way better than my 3-hole punch, but I'm just gonna make do with what I have. So then you're gonna take some ribbon and you are gonna cut it and you're gonna slip it through those holes and just tie some knots. Knots or bows if you're fancy. So what this is gonna do is give us a little handle for our Tussie Mussie. So you can hang it from a door or kind of carry it like a little satchel or a purse. Okay. All right, so then you're gonna end up with that. So it's got a little handle on it now. All right, and next you're going to take some paper doilies, and I have 2 here, and I'm just gonna cut them in half for the purposes of this project. And then I'm gonna take some double-sided tape and I'm gonna put it on the flat edge. And what I'm going to do with this is kind of put it around the edges to make it look like it's got a little lace around the edges. If you have some fancier ribbon at home or you wanna make these with actual lace, that would be pretty cool. Be my guest and show me what you come up with. I just use the paper version because it's cheaper. All right, so you're gonna take this and you have your tape on it and you're just gonna set it on the inside there. So all you see is that nice little lace part. You don't see the inside as much. All right, and you're gonna repeat that all the way around. So you have lace on all your sides, and it kind of helps cover up some of those creases on the inside as well. Next time I use double-sided tape, I'm gonna make sure I grow my nails out so I can actually take it apart. There we go. All right. There. So I have a little lace edging. I'm not gonna put any in the front for this Tussie Mussie just for the sake of time. And then you can decorate it. You can put some ribbon on the outside and tie a little bow. I like the look of doing like a doily in the front, and you can tape that on there and maybe tie some ribbon or do a little design if you have plain paper. And then of course you just put your flowers in. And then you can hang that on your doorknob or give it away as a gift, and you have a cute little floral arrangement. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time.